Good day to all. Good day to all. This is my Wednesday live. This is G. I'm over here at Nurturing of Our Humanity. And, you know, we're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to talk about what's just on my mind in general. And I would say that December is the month and the season of resolution. So I'm not waiting for New Year's Day. I'm going to start kind of piling on some of my I'm going to start piling on some of my resolutions and plans for myself at this point and get it on my mind early. But let's get to this. Let's get to this video. Let's get in this topic. I'm not going to give too many carrots for what's to come, and just let's talk about what we're doing right now in this moment. Okay. So let's start with the thumbnail. Okay. The thumbnail. I don't see how you can respect yourself if you must look into the hearts and minds of others for your happiness. Just a good statement. So the motivation for the title of this video, the DeValuer. Wow. I was going through my saved videos, things that I've come across, so much content, but I would say every 100 to 200 things I look at is something that's like, oh my God, I need to keep up with that. So I've acquired a immense list, and I last night went all the way through it to the bottom. And in true fashion, I found some things that I didn't want to share with my timeline. I found things that I only wanted to share with particular people, and I DM'd them. I sent them those messages or those videos or whatever that inspiration was personally. As I was going about it, I saw one of my favorite old videos, and it's a, a beautifully chocolate brother giving a sermon, and he's answering questions in the basis of religion and African American, black, black, white. How he was talking about a lot of stuff, but to make his points, he was dropping some gems. And one of the things he said, or his response, was he was this white gentleman, older gentleman, and I mean older than this brother. He probably was double his age. And there was a part in there where he says, uh, you're talking to daddy. Well, even though you got the silver hair, and I'm sure you're a wise man, in the lores of DNA and how this world is designed, I'm your daddy. And in the course of that, the white gentleman was saying, well, um, and the black y'all the Muslims call white men devils, and the honorable Elijah Muhammad calls the white men devils and stuff. So he went and broke down. I've seen some. I haven't seen a definition of the devil that's like this, but it's funny how there's a word play in the English language, and how a lot of these things do fit, or they feel different when your definition of these things is enlightened or changed or veered, or the way we consume words has a lot to do with our emotional attachment to those words, and when we were taught those words, sometimes how we use those words. So he basically broke down that devil is a devaluer. So that is what the devil is a devaluer. And I said, that might not be what was meant when it was said and things like that, but I can feel that. And I definitely heard that. And it just inspired me to just speak on this topic, or to go about some of the information I want to relay in this video, or in this live, which is going to be in a video form. But it inspired me to speak to it a little more, because as I think a lot about haters, and when I say think a lot, it's because I'm confronted with the challenges of people who don't even have anything better to bring, but just start off with just opposition. And I call that hating. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't want to. And you got to know your worth. You got to know what you bring to the table. I know I spawn excellent conversations and challenges to topics and things. A lot of people, their coat isn't tough enough for that, and they're not prepared uh, mentally to spar on a lot of topics. And there's topics I'm not uh, or don't have I don't have the knowledge to spar or to debate these topics. But that's when, as a wise person, you do what's called shut the fuck up and you listen instead of just putting out um, contrast and conflict. It really shows ignorance. And what I've come to realize is when the word devil, when he crossed it and referenced it to devalue, and I thought how similar the words are, how similar the pronunciation is with devil and devalue. And it just brought me some light and some clarity and some calm and peace to understand that, you know, maybe these haters are actually just devil inspired. That's what they do. I use it often as know your own worth, and people will try to use you or belittle you if you don't know your worth, if you don't demand your respect in certain, or if not all, situations. But wow, to think that, damn, they're just devaluers. I called it swap meeting. When somebody has in their mind, oh, if I can get a pack of socks for $5, I'll be happy. Then they get there and the guy says $5 and they, wow, you sure you can't do it for 4? Oh man, it's like, damn, there's no satisfying a person that's constantly trying to devalue you to have an advantage. And they don't even have a fucking mission statement in life. Like, I talk to people and I literally talk through them. I can feel and see their mission statement is zero. You don't have anything to bring to the world but money. I hope you get some, because you're literally a zero on the board. You're waiting for somebody else to tell you what you think. You're so far from critical thinking. I hope that somebody sees this and is offended by it. If you are, but I hope you're inspired by it more than that, because the right mindset don't take this like, You take it like, okay, okay. You ingest that information and you relearn it. You challenge the emotions that are etched into your architecture. And if you can chip some of those emotional uh, icicles off and take the threat of them falling on you, and you have to keep giving them your attention. If you can chip those things off and replace them with logical walls where you can sit without the threat of these icicles of emotion coming down to kill you. I do understand that once one grows in stature and patience and wisdom, the things that piss you off, it changes. Now it's not so much of a pissed off thing. Now it's more of a compassion. It's more of a, I feel sorry for you for that being the boundaries. Like, that's your ceiling right there. Wow. I feel bad for you. Um, Now, I'm not going to feel so bad that I sit around and, waste my priceless time worrying about that. But I'm just saying, with real growth comes compassion. And I am literally I'm trying to not hate people that are in my face and stupid. I'm trying to listen to idiotic things. I'm trying to listen to things that are below my reproach. And it's a challenge. It's a it's challenging on so many levels, but I just wanted to make sure I added into this because this might be the topic for a whole video, but it's about unlearning emotion and relearning it logically. That emotional tie is camouflage, it's BS, it's bandages, it's where the damage is. It's where a person that doesn't have the ability to check themselves unbiasedly, they need a therapist to tell them what they think and feel and how to go about it because they're so closed off to the truth and who the messenger is of that truth that you need it from a stranger. You can't even accept it from people you love. Your family can't help you, past relationships, all these things that you think you know, they can't help you. You need a fucking stranger that you respect to tell you. So the people that are close to me, I'm sorry this message will miss you because you think you know so fucking much about me that you can't hear or gain any growth from me. But that's fine. Go listen from somebody else, and I hope they tell you what you need to have a breakthrough, and I hope you have that breakthrough. But until you do, the future is going to move on without you. The devil, the great devaluer. So all those that go out of their way to not see your worth, to point out things that are, um, to point out anything but your greatness, they're devils. It's not a racial thing. It's an intent thing. With that, I'm going to end this Wednesday live, this rant of sorts, and just let you know that I'm on some lovely stuff over here. I am making calls to people and letting them know I love them and care for them. I am trying to always emphasize good. And by knowing my energy, I know what I'm worthy of because I see me. I see the things that I do effortlessly. I respect the values that I'm bringing to the table now. And that means everything. So with that, this is my Wednesday live. I hope something in here gives you a logical breakthrough. And with that, peace out. It's my Wednesday live. I'm gone. Next week. Next week. Next week.